Hi strangers. This is my first video ever. I was an introvert, so this is the disclaimer, and this is my personal opinion about this book. This book is about men without women. Honestly, I have heard about Murakami a lot. I don't call myself a reader. So when I talk about books, okay, just let's get to the point. Okay, fine. I am not going to waste your time more. In the world where everybody talks about men will be men, Murakami talks about men without women. So, thing about this particular book is I really find it intriguing. Honestly, didn't like this book too much because that much because in this book the women always either cheated on the on the spouse, or maybe she just left him. So that's why I didn't like it that much. But yeah, one thing that I can say, that this book was truly engaging, and this obviously, like, this book has the aura in itself. uh, so yeah, so let's talk about this book. I'm gonna just review this book as soon as possible. So first we're gonna talk about first story, and first story's name is Drive My Car. Basically, Drive My Car was all about an aging actor called Kafuku, and this Kafuku guy and her female chauffeur Misaki. How you can be open with yourself a bit more. When I read this story, I was like, what I was reading, because the Kafuku and the Misaki both were both were really fine. The first story, Drive My Car. If you're someone whose wife or maybe whose husband has left him or her because of the infidelity, which is very popular in this generation, so you will find this book and this story a little bit more relatable, because in this story he doesn't open up, but when he opens up about her affair to a female chauffeur, whatever her name was, Misaki, I guess. So then you find, okay, this can also happen in real world. So, and I can't share my particular I didn't like this story that much. My favorite one was Scheherazade. So yeah, the second story was all about. Then we have the other story, Yesterday. And Yesterday was the story that was a little bit quirky because of the main character vibe. In this story, the quirky character, his name was, I guess, Kitaru, and the narrator, because narrator's name wasn't mentioned, so we can say it was Murakami. So Murakami and then this Kitaru, they both were really good friends, and then after some time, um, they met in a cafe, and then things happen, and then it opens up it open like they open up, and then after some time he wants him to date his girlfriend. And it was seriously read the quirkiest character in this story, because he is when somebody is not studying, like, you can relate to it a bit more, because when I was reading it, I am also preparing for some kind of examination, as everybody is doing. You must be also preparing for some kind of examination in this country. So yeah, we all kind of relate to this character, because he is preparing for this examination, but he is not interested at all in that particular examination. He is interested in many other things which is which are happening out there, psychology and philosophy. Now you can relate to it, right? Like, we don't take interest in what really matters, but we take interest in what really doesn't matter right now for us. So that was the story of how he copes up with this scenario, and then his girlfriend also doesn't like him. Like, she likes him, but she was like, okay, fine, I am here to date you, but you're not, because he says, when I crack this examination, only then I will get back to you. So yesterday is the story, then which will take you there. If you have prepared for some kind of examination in the past, then that, or maybe if you're not preparing or you haven't, then you will have a great sense of the most people out there, like how do they feel when they feel like that. So second story, yeah, a bit relatable. And the first and second story, there are not surreal elements which you will find, okay, what is happening, I can't understand. So the first and second half is first and second one is quite nice. You can actually understand, grasp what is happening. Then we have an independent organ. And honestly, this story was about Dr. Tokai. Dr. Tokai is a 60-year-old guy, but he doesn't want to commit. He avoids relationship. He is in the intimate relationships and all, but he doesn't want to seriously involved in some kind of relationship. You get what I'm saying. And he doesn't believe in the idea of love as well. But when things change, and when he falls in love, so things really change. And then I shouldn't spoil it, what kind of things he was facing at that particular time, or he faces. So, oh my god, this story you should read, and I shouldn't spoil it, so it will uh, give you a sense of warmth, and it will haunt you if you haven't felt in love, and it will make you think about, is does love exist? Is there something called love? So yeah, the third story is that. Then I have my favorite one, and you can judge me if you want to, if you have read this book, or if you will read and will remind of me when you're reading this book, because this story is my favorite, and this is Scheherazade. So okay, fine. Yeah, I googled it. I didn't know that Scheherazade we pronounce it like this. So yeah, I googled it, and you can judge me. I have no problem for that. So yeah, Scheherazade is a story when I mean, the characters. This was my first book, so the characters were like, what are they? I mean, I haven't met these persons, though I am not quite old yet. So yeah, but still, I haven't met these kind of persons in my life. So that's why they're very. They don't feel like they are normal. So the fourth story was all about this strange character which is there in this story, and then we have the other a female character, and she is somebody else. She is out of the thought, out of, we can't understand her character. Like, she comes to him and then whatever she does, you will know if you will read the book. But and then what kind of talks they have, what kind of thoughts she is, giving us. Then we have Kino. This is my second favorite, because Kino is a story. And by the way, if you're feeling lonely or you're not feeling, like very good in your heart, and then you will read this book, so please don't read this book. I will not suggest you, because I was quite fine before reading this book, and then after reading this book I was like, oh my god, what was that? And if you're reading this book at night, so please avoid this book, because at night our mind is in, different, is in different, what was the word? I just forget the word every time I fetch for the word. I just don't remember it clearly. So I'm fed up of it. Then we have Kino. Kino was the story which, like, for this story you will particularly need ChatGPT, because I wasn't quite interested in what was happening in that story, because it was so depressing. And like it was a story about a guy whose wife again cheated on him, and then he finds out that like his wife cheated on him with his best friend. So what worse can happen after that? Yeah, so then he goes and he opens a bar, and after opening up the bar, like, this story, despite the fact that this story is all depressing and all, I don't know why I felt the sense of warmth, the sense of uh, compassion in that story, like the cozy feeling when you are in the rainy atmosphere and everything is aesthetic, and he opens up a bar, and like the story actually, you can actually imagine the characters and the story which is happening out there in the Japan, because Murakami is from Japan, so yeah. And I don't know why, but in Kino there are some elements, surreal elements, like mysterious snakes, and then that mysterious man who gives the advice that you shouldn't live here or you should leave that bar immediately. So Kino was a story which will give you warmth and at the same time haunt you. So if you want to read that story, yeah, like, this is my personal opinion. You can, like, you are free to judge me, or maybe to uh, communicate your favorite, or why these two stories are your favorite, so that I can have a new perspective from your side. I'm open to this. And honestly, this book, I have read this book a week ago, so there is a mild, like, I didn't get time to shoot this video, so yeah, that's why I didn't do it. And I don't remember exactly the stories which I have read in the past. So but from now on, whenever I'll make a video, I will probably with reading the book, I'll have to share with you guys. And if you guys want to make me read any kind of book or any sort of book, even one book will be fine. So if you have any suggestions, any recommendations, anything for that matter in your mind, so do share me in the comments below. And yeah, I will not say to share or subscribe, because I know that nobody is gonna watch it. So one more thing, that if you're a beginner and want to read this book, don't go for it, because I have already read not these kind of books, but already a lot of books to actually get into this space, because this book is heavy. Yeah, I can surely assure you that yeah, this book is heavy. The next video is about, I guess, either on Better Than the Movies, or maybe days in the workshop or bookshop, I don't know. Yeah, okay, bye.